Hello guys, welcome back. So somebody told me, and I really didn't think I should have had to make this video for Lokeans, but since I was having a discussion with somebody last night, stupid people in paganism are apparently blaming Loki for all of this. And I was like, well, this is so damn obvious I shouldn't make a video, but we're telling people how to wash their hands today, so I can back here. So, we know Loki didn't do this because it's not funny. It would have to be funny in some kind of way. And, if they're blaming him based on the lore, well, nobody's getting their hair cut and all this. Nobody had apples stolen out of their house. He's not kidnapping drawers. He's not getting pregnant by your horse. None of this stuff is happening. Hey, one time only. I'm getting all this stuff back here. But it's none of the hijinks that Loki gets into, and those of us that work with him, we know he can get a little grumpy and a little moody, but he's not mean-spirited enough to do this, for one. He can be mean-spirited with his people, but Loki's idea of getting revenge on you is something like a toddler would do. Let's be perfectly honest. If you work with him, his idea of getting revenge on me is fucking with my equipment. Even when he's gotten praise and he's gotten greeted, and, oh, I'm sorry, baby, happy Saturday. He goes, I get you. Even when he's happy, he will still do random shit, but it won't be to the scale of starting a plague. That's not Loki's style. He's not even remotely linked to disease, for one thing. And, he's the kind of god that he's trying to make the best of it with his people. And we have been talking too, as I was talking with this person, that the gods aren't stepping in because it's kind of time we stop hiding behind our gods. We've talked about that for years on this channel. It's time to stop blaming the gods for stuff that humans do. No god of war is responsible for wars. It's human greed because something is going to profit them. So people in power start wars so that they can make money. I'm sorry, but we all know that's true. Diseases like this happen because we humans are irresponsible, and we've known for, decades the risk of this stuff. We do it every day. We import foods from other countries. We usually, by the grace of the gods, get away with it, but every so often you don't. Every so often you get zapped. Usually, thankfully, it's a disease that's easily controlled, and it's a very small portion of people that get sick, but, every so often, once in a lifetime, you're gonna get something like this break out. And it's just kind of annoying. It makes me mad that anyone would blame Loki, but there are the people that anytime anything bad happens, they blame Loki. And I'm not talking about Lokeans that just had something break that was working 5 seconds ago. I'm talking about pagans who don't want to take responsibility for, the irresponsible actions humans have. We did this to ourselves. And the gods are helping us, but they're not going to step in and just snap their fingers and fix it, because we gotta fucking grow up as a species and realize Magical Sky Daddy is not coming down to fix this shit for us. Has he? No, he's not going to either, because I'm not getting insider information, but a lot of us are getting back the same thing. All the gods have pretty much decided, you're fucking adults now. You're fucking adults spiritually, whatever way you want to look at it. You're fucking adults. You know better. You know you did this shit. You know none of us did it. Stop fucking hiding behind us and grow the fuck up. Sounds like Odin advice, but it's what everybody's giving out. And I was getting the same thing from all of them. The old man, when you work with him, he's very brass tacks. When I first talked to him about this, he looked at me very coldly and he said, tell me why I should care. And I looked at him and I said, what? He said, tell me why I should care. And he said, you humans do this bullshit all the time. You finally got caught for it. Boo fucking who? And I just kind of looked at him, but remember, Odin has that side to him that can be very merciless, and he is a death god, so, he can have that side that just doesn't give any fucks. And I went to Loki, and even though Loki does certainly have a destructive aspect to him, Loki was a lot more sympathetic, because humans are a lot like him. He sometimes calls us tiny me's. And, he likes to think that we all take after him, and we do. We're curious, we're stupid, we're short-sighted. He knows what I mean. We don't think our actions through. We don't mean any harm. We are just like Loki. We never mean any harm. And then bullshit like this happens, and somebody has to catch us and say, "You did it." And we're like, "No." And they're like, "Yeah, you did it. We need a Thor to catch us and scruff us and threaten to break every bone in our body at this point." And then we finally have to admit, like the trickster species that we are, that yeah, this is our fucking shit. We gotta fix it now. And that's what's happening. The trickster species is having to fix its own bullshit because, we got caught. Um, and the gods do have sympathy. They do, and they are helping out to an extent, but they're not just going to fix this shit for us, as painful as it is for us, because this is what happens. When we're irresponsible and things like this break out, good people die. It's not like, plagues break out and the most horrible people that we all think had it coming get it. And everybody would be like, "Oh, blessing from the gods, thank you, Lord." It's not like that. Good people die, innocent people die, babies die, children die, people of all ages we're finding out now are dying. And it's not anything the gods did. It's what we did as humans. That fucking hurts, but it's what we did as humans. The little trickster monkey species decided that we are above the laws of nature and we can do anything. And I think you're going to see a lot of people in the coming months either coming over to paganism, or, they can go any way they want, either coming over to paganism or becoming rampant atheists because Magical Sky Daddy didn't come down and fix this. He's not going to. He was going to, he would have done it by now. It's just a thing of it's got to run its course. It's going to be a son of a bitch until it runs its course, and how fast it runs that course and how many people have to die is entirely up to us as a species. How good are we at listening to directions? How good are we at mastering our need to hoard everything for ourselves? How good are we at having compassion even when we ourselves are in trouble? So, it's a thing where I hope you guys know Loki's not responsible, Apollo's not responsible. No god did this. We did this to ourselves, and it fucking hurts to admit as a species we done fucked up. And this was nobody's intent. It's just, it's what happens. We have food recalls all the time because they detected something in them and they have to recall them. And it's usually something where, people don't die, but they get pretty damn sick. And it's one of those things. We have to start behaving as adults and admit that we mishandle a lot of resources irresponsibly and we're pretty damn arrogant as a species. And we've got to admit that maybe it's not all about us. And we have to help, hopefully, after all this passes, kind of make a space for the animals and kind of rethink of how we're using the natural resources. So I hope that helps, guys. Loki was like, "You don't have to do this." And I'm like, "No, I have to, because there are people that will blame Loki for everything." And it doesn't help that he gets what I call the hot topic Lokeans that like to make Loki big and spooky and evil. That doesn't help. I'm sure they're running around causing problems, but fuck them. So I had back here. So this is nothing Loki did. For the record, none of them did it. Not Satan, not Lucifer, no demon in hell. No, nobody did this. No avenging angel was running around fucking smiting people. Because if Angel smited a baby, I might have to take that sword and shove it up his ass. So, laughter back here. So, it's one of those things. This is a human problem. It's going to take a human solution. The gods will help us along the way, but they're done holding our hands. It's 2020. They're done holding our hands. So, I know that wasn't the most cheerful thing, but, we gotta fucking grow up at some point. You can tell I serve the old man. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.